Hello, and welcome to the 2022 WAKA Grand Prix. I'll be your host, Buster Hyman. I'll be joined in the booth today by Dick Burns. Hello, Dick.
Hello again, Buster.
This is our third race of the year, and we're getting a better idea of the top drivers and their skills.
Here are the standings for the season after 2 races.
Gaudio has pulled away slightly, but it is a very close race from Russo in second to Feliciano in sixth, separated by only 14 points.
Hopefully he has the kart to do that today.
Drivers will once again have 3 different tire conditions, with each kart running from hardly grippy to super grippy. Let's have a quick overview of the track.
This track, which was built in 2022, is all new and has multiple levels. It consists of 13 turns and an overall length of 1,412 feet. It consists of 4 sectors, the first of which, in Sector 1, sees drivers navigating a series of hard left turns which lead uphill. Nearing the top of this sector brings us to Sector 2, consisting of another left turn onto the tallest part of the track, and then a long straight away downhill. Sector 3 is again hard turns to the left on the flat track, and then an uphill straight away. That brings us to the final sector, Sector 4, which is an S-curve slightly downhill into a tight left, and then downhill once again to the start-finish line. This track has some very tricky corners to hit, which will surely be a challenge for these drivers today.
With that, let's hear from one of the drivers now.
State your name.
Drew Boogie.
Is this your first time racing go-karts?
No.
Is this your first time here?
No.
What experience do you have at this track?
Spitting out everywhere and losing.
Okay, have you ever raced this configuration before?
No.
What have you done to prepare for today?
I took a shit this morning, and I cleared my head.
Who do you expect to finish last?
Fits.
All right. What's your strategy for today's race?
I don't know, just go fast. Do what I got. I don't know.
What sets you apart from other drivers?
Absolutely nothing. I'm just here to have fun. I'm just here to have fun with everybody that I know.
Thank you and good luck.
Thanks.
Now here's the cockpit of each kart. First, we have the red emergency stop button. This completely shuts down the kart. Next, you'll see the indicator for gear or reverse. And last, you have the steering wheel, obviously. This is what steers the kart. Now these 2 buttons, I don't know what they do because we were not allowed to use them. And this is the steering adjustment.
Let's see if we can grab another driver for an interview.
Am I looking at you or looking at the camera?
I don't even know what everybody's been doing.
Oh, that sounds reasonable.
State your name.
J. Roll.
Is this your first time go-karting?
Yes.
What have you done to prepare for today's racing?
I drive a Honda Civic every day.
Who do you think will be your biggest problem on the track?
Splits.
All right. Who do you expect to finish last today?
Myself or Mesa.
Why do you expect you guys to finish last?
Just on weight.
Okay. Do you have any strategy going into today's races?
Deep into the corners.
And what sets you apart from other drivers?
I drive a Honda Civic every day.
Well, that does it for the interviews.
Thank you and good luck.
Let's go down to the track for the start of the race.
Let's follow the first few drivers out of pit lane and onto the track. We are on board with Rollings.
He seems to have gone with the phone-mounted camera view. Interesting choice. Hopefully we are able to get some good footage from him with it.
He stated before the race he felt he had a good kart and was expecting a podium today.
Racing is about to get underway here in Jersey City. Okay, it's lights out, and here we go.
Let's follow along with Rollins as he starts his first full lap at speed.
He seems to be a little slow in the middle of Sector 4 as he gets to the top of the arch.
As he completes his first lap, let's go on board with Baez to see how he's doing.
And with that, here is our current running order. Wow, there seems to be some surprises here. Rollins is in first place after lap 1, and Russo is in last.
Yes, that is very surprising.
Once these cars get some heat in their tyres, we will see if the standings don't change a bit. Baez seems to be unhappy with his car as he seems loose all around the track.
Yeah, he is currently P6, but he doesn't appear to have a handle on that kart at all.
Oh, and Baez makes contact with the wall ever so slightly.
It didn't look like it was enough to affect his kart.
Oh man, he's running his kart right to the edge.
Yes, he's really using every inch of the track.
And Encarnacion has made a move on the inside and taken the spot from Baez. Wow.
He had a great run from Sector 4, and Baez couldn't hold him off. Here's a look at the updated running order, and we have some big movement.
Russo has gone from last to first, and Pappy is currently in P3. That was a big lap for the drivers. You can really see the tyres starting to get warm as the lap times have come down.
Let's go on board with our current leader as... Oh wow! Look at that pass!
What an absolutely brilliant move to get around the outside of Fitzpatrick and avoid a collision.
That was very impressive. He is currently in P1 with a lap time of 30.411 seconds.
Let's see if he is able to hold off Gaudio, as this is where Gaudio usually gets going.
Russo is really able to hit each apex perfect around this track. It's hard to believe he's currently second in the season standings with driving like this.
Yeah, he doesn't even let the tyres on his car squeal, showing he is optimizing all of his momentum.
On an unrelated subject, man, Russo is handsome, isn't he?
Side note, so everyone at home is aware, Russo is the one paying us for the voiceover work, and we really just have to read what he tells us.
Man, Russo is handsome, isn't he?
Right, well, this has come off the rails. Let's get back to racing.
Good call, Dick. It seems the hardly grippy tire compound is hurting the drivers in the back of the pack today.
Yeah, the hard tyres were not a great call, it seems.
We are back on board with Justin, who is currently in P4.
Oh! It's being waved to move over for a faster car!
It's Poppy! Poppy is the faster car! I can't believe it! Poppy is in P3 and seems to be really getting around the track as he passes Justin at the end of Sector 4.
Rollins can't be happy about that one, but it appears Pappy is slowly pulling away from him.
Poppy seems to be loose in the corners, but has the top speed on the straights.
Let's go on board now with Pappy and follow him this lap. He currently sits in P3 with a time of 30.975 seconds. hasn't been much movement in the standings since lap 4. Pappy seems to be running his fastest lap of the day through sectors 1 and 2.
Ah, that's where he seems to lose some time, at the end of Sector 4.
We are on with Baez again, as he seems to have gotten a handle on his kart. He currently sits P6 with a time of 31.110.
That's actually the same exact lap time as Feliciano.
Wow, Buster, you're right! Baez and Feliciano have the exact same lap time. Let's go on board with Hablitz, who has not been happy with his kart this race. He currently sits P5.
Solid lap for Hablitz. If he could tighten up that last sector, he could find himself on the podium.
We are back on board with Pappy, who has turned in the fastest sector 1 and 2 of the day. Let's see if he is able to take the top spot away from Russo.
Oh no! Pappy loses power just into the S-curve, and that'll slow him down just enough to ruin his lap time.
What a shame.
We check back in with Baez, who stated he is at max push for the final lap of the race.
Another driver that seems to have trouble with Sector 4. That looks to have hurt his final run for the podium. But unfortunately, it was too little too late, as that was the checkered flag. As the drivers enter their cool-down lap, let's have a look at the race standings.
Oh my! Baez gets turned by Hablitz on the cool-down lap.
It looked like he was trying to avoid a slower car and turned into Hablitz on his inside. We will see if the stewards have anything to say about that after the race.
Once again, the last two drivers with DNFs were Griglak and Mesa.
Last report I got was they were both at Lidl waiting for their Grubhub orders.
Sounds about right. Well, let's have a look at standings and points for this race.
This race made the standings much more interesting.
Gaudio has reached 70 points in a season, which is a new record as he's pulled away from everyone but Russo.
There is some excitement too, as the middle of the pack are only separated by a few points.
It looks like the drivers have made it into the pit, and we should be able to speak with them momentarily.
Hold on. You're supposed to do that. You said you would. I didn't hit record. Look at that. Look at that. Is it true?
Give us your thoughts on the racing today.
It was very fun. Had a good time. It was very technical track. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of low spots that I think could be improved on the track, but overall it was a good time.
What did you learn racing out there today?
Full send all the time. No brakes.
What was your biggest surprise of the day?
That Poppy actually knew how to drive.
What was your biggest letdown?
Myself and causing a giant accident. RPM, thanks for having us. Thanks for having Mario and his mustache. Thanks for having WAKA. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. It's been real.
Give us your thoughts on the races today.
Pretty much what I expected. The cars were a little bit surprising how fast they can go when they don't hit them with the governor. The track is a little slick. I don't think a semi-gloss paint was the right way to go on a concrete track.
What did you learn racing today?
Brakes have no meaning.
What was your biggest surprise of the day?
Actually, how slick the track is. It's you slide all over the place.
What was your biggest letdown?
My sponsors won't allow me to.
That will do it for today's race at RPM Raceway in Jersey City, New Jersey. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast and make sure to tune in to our next race.
If you can, hit like and subscribe. We would really appreciate it.
Until next time, thanks for watching.